Always tracking, always alerting. Storm Team 8.
Taking a look at the radar out there, doesn't look like there's too much snow activity over West Michigan this morning, but Sarah can give us a better idea of what we're expecting. Sarah, how are things shaping up this Saturday?
Yeah, we had some of that light snow yesterday, as you saw. Luckily, not a ton of impacts on the roads out there. Pretty minimal accumulations across the board. The highest totals, of course, down towards the southwest, or where it kind of began on our southwestern counties. South Haven came in at the top at about 4 inches. For now, we do still have some spotty snow showers out there. Again, mainly closest to the lakeshore. I showed you that image of Holland right before the break. A lot of blowing snow as winds are a little bit breezy, but across the Midwest, it should be a much quieter day overall, just dealing with partly to mostly cloudy skies. So here's a check at those wind speeds. It will kind of be a factor today, coming from the east at about 5 to 15 miles per hour. 11-mile-per-hour winds right now in Grand Rapids as well as in Benton Harbor, 8 in Allegan and 10 in Holland. Your weekend is going to be overall fairly quiet. We'll manage to top off near 38 this afternoon with a chance for a little bit of a wintry mix overnight. Right now, it looks like it could be some freezing rain, but I think it will eventually transition to those light flurries. Good news is we'll dry out pretty quickly by Sunday, a high of 40, and hopefully a little bit more sunshine in the mix, although a gloomy weekend overall. A check at your futurecast again is going to show really cloud cover dominating for much of your morning and into the afternoon, but later tonight is when we start to see those changes. Our winds will shift ever so slightly, and you'll notice the system kind of developing off to our west. It'll be very scattered in nature, so I do want to say some areas likely going to stay dry. And contrary to what we saw yesterday, I think some of those highest totals will be north of Grand Rapids, where we'll see some of that snow continue to develop. Otherwise, spotty showers continue as we move into early Sunday morning. It may be slick out there, so be sure to take it slow. But really, that's not the system that we're kind of shifting our eyes to. Although we'll kind of get through that brief hiccup tonight, the bigger system does come by the middle of next week. We'll have a chance not only for a wintry mix beginning Wednesday, but it's a pretty prolonged system that could last as late as Friday. Here's a brief setup, and again, we're pretty far away from this, so likely this is going to change. But to kind of give you what we're dealing with is we'll have a low pressure system to our south and a couple more developing off to our west. And as that continues to shift in our area, we'll likely start off seeing rain before it transitions into a bit of a dicey situation with wintry mix and then eventually evolving to snow by the end of the week. So something to keep your eye on again if you have travels towards the middle of next week. Right now, the following weekend though, looking pretty dry. For today, 38 is your high. Keep an eye out for that overnight mix and snow, although the impacts should be pretty minimal. By early next week, not too much to complain about. We'll dry out pretty quickly. Cloudy skies, temperatures holding steady, not only for the beginning of the week, but really for the entirety of your 8-day forecast, upper 30s and low 40s. And then beginning late Tuesday, carrying through about Friday, there's a good chance that we'll see a bit of a wintry mix transitioning into snow, and then hopefully we'll be dry by the following weekend.
Yeah, and the nice thing is it's not too cold out there, which I appreciate.
Yeah, our temperatures really haven't done much fluctuation at all, which is a bit of a bummer. I wish it was warmer here and there, but
yeah,
not too bad for this time of the year.
Yeah, and it's nice, keeps the snow on the ground a little longer too.
Yes.
Thanks, Sarah.